Good morning, you guys. This week's No Red Ink focuses on nouns and pronouns. I know for some of you guys, this may seem very easy. For others, this may seem very hard, but it really is necessary to know the basics, to know all of your parts of speech before we can progress into more masterful grammar skills. Okay, so let's just review these things really quickly. Nouns, as I'm sure you recall, a noun is a person, place, thing, or idea. Okay, so oftentimes you hear the difference between a proper noun and a common noun. A proper noun, these will always be capitalized, right? You're naming a specific person, place, or thing. A common noun is just a generic person, place, or thing. So look at this chart here, right? Teacher, common noun. But if you want to be more specific, you might refer to me, Ms. Zapp, proper noun, right? Again, proper nouns always get capitalized, okay? Another contrast you want to do with nouns are concrete nouns versus abstract nouns. Concrete nouns are things you can actually like touch and smell, right? They can relate to your senses. Abstract nouns, are more just these intangible ideas, okay? These feelings inside of you that we can't actually see. So, for example, some concrete nouns, your desk, right? You can touch that, you can see that, perfume, you can smell that, okay? Abstract nouns are these ideas of jealousy, your energy levels. Those are all abstract, okay? Love, okay? Moving on. We're just identifying the nouns below and determine what type of noun each is. So try to do this on your own. Bob can jump over a desk, but fear stops him from jumping over a bookshelf. So I spy with my eye 4 nouns in this sentence, okay? Hopefully you realized Bob is a proper noun, right? That's a specific person, so he gets capitalized. Desk is a common noun. It's also something we can touch and feel, so it's also a concrete noun. Fear is this abstract noun. We can't actually see it or feel it or touch it or grab it, right? And then finally, bookshelf is similar to desk. It's another common concrete noun, okay? Moving on to pronouns. If you were telling a story and it was like Bob woke up, Bob ate breakfast, Bob brushed his teeth. I don't know about you, but I'm getting sick of hearing the word Bob. Okay, so in order to vary your structure a little bit, you would replace Bob with he, right? He went to work, so we didn't have to hear Bob again. Those are called pronouns. Pronouns are words that take the place of nouns. So in this example, Sydney shops. She buys 3 shirts. So Sydney is my proper noun, but I'm replacing Sydney with she. That's our pronoun. So the fancy word, right, is antecedent. That is the word the pronoun is taking the place of. So Sydney would be our antecedent in this sentence. All right, let's do this one together. We're identifying the pronoun and the antecedent in each of these sentences. Again, you'll be doing this today on No Red Ink. So Aretha played a jazz medley on the trumpet for her classmates. Okay, so first identify the pronoun. Hopefully you notice the possessive pronoun there, her. Okay, now to find the antecedent, you have to determine what is her referring to, right? Whose classmates are these? This is Aretha, right? So oh, sorry, I just gave you the second one. Hopefully you had it. Zara ate a chicken sandwich. It was delicious, right? It is our pronoun. It's referring to sandwich, okay? So that's your antecedent there. All right. This one, practice identifying pronouns. So select the pronoun that refers to the words in bold. So the teenagers need to study so they can get an A. Teenagers is my antecedent. What's the pronoun? They, right? And notice it's they and not he or she because it's a plural. We'll talk more about that as we continue on this year, but agreement's important. That's why you have to know this pronoun identification. Sarah forgot her book, right? Sarah is our antecedent. Her is the pronoun. Okay, this you don't necessarily need to know, these next couple of types of pronouns. I won't quiz you on too much. This week, you really just have to be able to identify pronouns. You wouldn't necessarily need to be able to tell me that it's an indefinite pronoun, but indefinite pronouns express an amount or refer to an unspecified person. So again, these will become very important when we start to do agreement because anyone is always going to be singular. Either is always going to be singular, right? So start to be able to identify these. So when we get to the agreement section, you know this is a pronoun, and then we can start to determine whether it's singular or plural. Okay. Demonstrative pronouns refer to specific people or things. So like, this is my desk, right? This desk, that desk, those desks, etc. Interrogative pronouns, right? Those are our question words: who, what, when, where, whom, etc. Um, Again, interrogative, you probably know that's question. So those are probably pretty easy to figure, right? When will the play begin? Question, right? When is our pronoun there? Relative pronouns introduce adjective clauses. So the topic that the author covered, okay? The person who stole my car keys, whatever it is, okay? You're introducing an adjective clause. And then finally, the last one today is reflexive pronouns. Those are the ones that end with like elf or elves. Sometimes those are used to refer to something earlier in the sentence. Sometimes it's used to add emphasis. So if someone's telling me like they cheated on their boyfriend and I go, oh, I myself would never do that, right? In that case, I'm using that myself pronoun for emphasis. So just be able to identify those today, know the difference between a noun and a pronoun and the different types of nouns, know what the pronoun's referring to, right? Know that that's the antecedent. Remember, in No Red Ink, you always have the lesson button and you always have the hint button. So use those if you notice you're getting stuck. I know it gets frustrating when you can't get to the 3 in a row. If you still need help after the lesson button and the help button, please reach out to me immediately. Do not wait until the end of the week, right? We have all week to get this done. I'm here to help you.